Mortal Kombat 1. We have a lot to talk about. It has been over a month since Mortal Kombat 1 has been released, and I think it's finally a good time to discuss my current feelings about the game and actually get into a lot of things that people have been bringing up in the recent weeks regarding MK1. On one hand, it is one of the most fun NRS games that they have ever made, but on the other hand, it is the most unpolished and unfinished game we have seen come from NRS as well. And having those two polarizing feelings about these games, it honestly ruins the experience to some degree. Now, I know you guys clicked on the video because of the title and the thumbnail, but truthfully, I love Mortal Kombat 1 a lot. You guys can see it from the creative content I've been making on how much fun I've been having with the game, and I'm going to still create that content and still have the fun I want with the game, but I do need to talk about the current state of the game because I just feel like I wouldn't be doing my self-service as well as the people that put so much money into the game. It would just feel weird for me to not talk about the current issues. Now, before I get into the issues, again, I want to preface that I love this game. The creative combos, the cameo system, some of the cool costumes they've been adding in. When the game works, it is some of the most fun that I've had in Mortal Kombat games since MKX. And MKX is one of my top 5 favorite fighting games of all time. So for me to get such a close feeling for a fighting game like MK1, despite its issues, it's in a very good starting point. Having a very good start means that they can develop, they can move along, and they can get this game to the point where it can be one of the greatest Mortal Kombat games and one of the greatest NRS games as a whole. If you guys didn't know, in my current past with MK11, I didn't enjoy the game so much, but I know from a content-filled rich game, it is one of the best fighting games ever created because it's just so much to do, so much to earn, and so much to enjoy with MK11. And that's what I overall want for MK1, and currently it's hard to do that because the game is just ultimately unfinished. There's so many bugs, there's so many things missing within the game that it's just hard to not point these things out, and we should point them out because the more we do, the more that they are able to dive into the game and fix those issues, and the more that we can enjoy and improve the overall game's experience. We currently have a WB page for us to submit a lot of bugs with the game, and that page is filled with a ton of things that need to be fixed about the game, as well as people posting videos and talking about discussions on the platform with regarding the issues of MK1, and these conversations need to be had. Now, I do want to preface that they have already started to fix a lot of these issues ever since the game has essentially been released. They have been going hard with doing the best they can to get this game in the best position possible, so I applaud them for that, but that doesn't mean that that's where it stops. And so I want to do my part and talking about that and what we need to do to get this game at a better place. For instance, there's a lot of incomplete frame data or incomplete information on the command list in Mortal Kombat 1. I'm a reptile main and we don't know what EX invisibility is supposed to do. You can ask Honeybee, you can ask anybody that's played reptile, casual or competitive. That move just does nothing, and it just doesn't make sense that it does nothing. There's a lot of moves that's like that, as well as descriptions within the command list that just ultimately has you feel that where was this going, why didn't you tell us what this move did, or why doesn't it properly work when officially releasing. I paid $110 for Mortal Kombat 1 to get an early access, so in my opinion, it's not even an opinion, I should be getting a complete and solid product. And it just sucks that when other fighting games have been stepping up, like Street Fighter 6, like the upcoming release of Tekken 8, we should be receiving full-fledged, fully working products by now for all of our games, especially from Mortal Kombat, which has been a AAA title for some years now. We shouldn't be having this experience where it feels like the game is barely a AA experience. Like, get it together, NRS. And I don't want to put the blame completely on them because if you guys didn't know, WB has been going through some financial struggles, and that isn't to excuse anything that I've just previously said or how anybody feels currently about MK1, whether it be negatively or positively. I'm just only bringing this up to kind of bring this full circle on probably why MK1 is in the state that it's in, and it's because that with the financial struggles that WB has been going through, it seems like they are cutting the cost of how all of their products and stuff are being made around the entire company. And since NRS is owned by WB, what it seems is that not only did they cut the cost of what it is to make MK1, it seems like they also cut back on the time for development to ultimately save money for the future. And that put MK1 in a rough spot. I think if they were going to do that, they should have at least given NRS more time to flush and polish the game up. But ultimately, we are the beta testers. We are the ones that are going to be telling them what are the issues for the game, so that probably a year from now, the game will be at its peak performance that it should be. It sucks, but that's the position that we are in. And then this is the thing that we ultimately have to deal with if we are an MK fan and if we want to continue to enjoy the game. For me, it's okay, because similar to what like Maximilian said, or like a lot of other creators and people that has been playing MK1, despite all the issues with the game, it is some of the most fun I've had with a fighting game and an NRS title in general in a long time. And it's so much fun that I'm just willing to support the game and hope that it gets to the point of completion that it needs to be, because of how much fun I'm having with it. And based off the effort and the feedback that NRS has been given to us, I feel like this game will get there. I have a complete faith in the development team, because in the past they've shown that they've wanted to make the greatest fighting game products ever, and they have ever since MK9. So I don't have any doubt in my mind that they'll do the same thing for MK1. We just sadly have to wait on it. We also need some basic features to come back, like being able to pin our moves to the screen. We need to fix the lobbies, like currently having to do tournaments or even run King of Hills with friends seems a bit stressful, and it just feels like that these are things that shouldn't be an issue. These are like anime game issues. If you guys have played like the Naruto Storm series, the My Hero 1 Justice 2, all of these are like issues that low budget anime games have, sadly. And to have a AAA title experience this, it just sucks, because we know they're going to be reaping the benefits from this game based off the name of Mortal Kombat alone. Also, the online feels a little shaky at times, to the point that it feels worse than MKX and MK11, and that's really surprising, because they are one of the first few fighting game developers to implement rollback netcode into their games. This needs to be fixed, because we're getting crossplay, and from how it's being posed, it seems like crossplay isn't just going to be console based. We're more than likely going to have crossplay working with PC as well, because cross progression is already built into MK1, which is a good thing. But man, it sucks the position that MK1 is in. They need to fix a lot of issues with the game, and I hope they do it very soon. I don't want to ramble too long with this video, just because I wanted to give my personal opinions on how the game currently is. And I think that the game is in a rough spot at the moment, but the fun factor, the content that seems to be planned down the road for the game, it seems like we'll be in good hands soon enough. And this is coming from somebody that's played majority of the content in MK1, and I'm satisfied with the gameplay, but I'm unsatisfied with everything else surrounding the game. So once we get that together, once that is improved and built up upon, MK1 will more than likely be one of the best fighting games to release within the last 5 years. It has a lot to live up to, because they're not the only big dogs in the scene anymore. Street Fighter 6 is on the level of any of the best NRS titles that has been released, and Tekken 7 is looking to do the same thing. So for the first time in a long time, NRS is going to be the ones that's going to be playing catch up, but I have faith in NRS development team, Ed Boon, all of them, to get us there. Hopefully this video is informative. Hopefully this video provides some form of motivation and guidance to what NRS needs to do. And you guys can comment down below what are some things that you want to be addressed about the game, because everybody has a voice here. Everybody has their opinions, and yeah, speak your truth. Let people know how you feel. I know this isn't the videos I've been making recently, because I've just been enjoying and wanting to showcase my excitement and how much fun I've been having with Mortal Kombat 1. And from here on out, that's going to be what the rest of the content on my channel is going to be. So appreciate you guys and all your love and support. Remember to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Comment down below your current issues with MK1 and what you need to improve, or what you're enjoying about the game. And I'll see you guys in the next one.